I made my first visit to Palestine, I went as a Christian and as a journalist, and I was amazed by seeing that all of the major monuments of Christianity are cared for by Muslims. So for example, you may not know this, but the keys to the Holy Sepulchre, the biggest church in Christendom, where where Jesus, peace be upon him, was believed by the Christians to have been crucified, the site, the keys to that is held by a Muslim family and have been for 1400 years. And in Bethlehem and in other places across the West Bank, places of pilgrimage to Christians, it's the Muslims who care for them. And that really amazed me that Muslims love Jesus. Even more so, I'd say, than the Christians, which seems bizarre, but it's like they know more about Jesus. They can give you more of a history. And I was really moved by the patience of the people, I think. That's what really helped me come to Islam as a way of life. To have all that suffering, to have your hopes in this life taken away from you, and still today, and still to say thanks be to God, that moved something inside me to find gratitude and to seek God, and I'm forever grateful to God for that. Right now we're at a turning point in humanity. It's clear to everybody with a soul and a conscience and eyes that can see that paying for more war is never going to cure war. Only peace brings peace, and love conquers hate. I know that sounds like some kind of hippie song from the 1960s, but what we have to do now is release the people of Palestine to be the best that they can be. We've got to stop the occupation by Israel of Palestinian lands, and we have to free Gaza, and we have to do that by pressuring our government. So I call upon the world to act at once to end this oppression and end this apartheid now. What's clear in this question of refugee suffering from around the world, and let's say specifically at this moment in time, Syria, is that this is a low point in modern European history. Right today, we have the British government quibbling about just 5,000 of the most injured, harmed, traumatized Syrian people. 5,000, like a handful, a few grains of sand in humanity, the most desperate at this time, coming to Britain, and they're quibbling about it. Our Prime Minister, David Cameron, called them, some of these refugees, a bunch of migrants. The ones in people in Calais, a bunch of migrants, just a bunch of migrants. It's so derogatory. And meanwhile, you've got countries like Turkey taking 3 million human beings and offering them safe status from death and destruction, and not asking for appreciation for it, just doing that job out of human kindness and respect for other people. I'm ashamed of Europe right now. I think Germany has really tried to do their part, and the rest of Europe has shamed itself. It really has. And I'm sorry to be British at the moment when we're quibbling about taking 5,000 of our brothers and sisters from Syria.